We've even seen a referee 2 feet from the play on the sideline staring at the guy trying to catch the ball, staring at where his feet are, and still calls him out.
Get ready for 2 hours of hard-hitting football talk from two men in the know. It's Football on the Know with Jim and Joe.
Drew Brees is a Hall of Famer, absolutely, and showing that he could possibly be the GOAT.
All right, but I gotta say something about the New England Patriots here. The Patriots kept coming out and saying, before the Super Bowl even happened, they kept saying, oh, well, everybody's against us. Bullshit.
Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Join us on the phone. We have NFL prospect and future XFL player Jerimiah Spicer. Thanks for joining us, Jerimiah. How are you?
Thank you for having me. I'm doing good.
All right.
Hey, Jeremiah, this is Joe for Football on the Know. Just had a real quick question. I know this is probably going to be the toughest question you've ever answered, but what do you like to do in your free time? Let's just get that out of the way.
I like to look at film. I like to train. I like to, train kids. I like to get in the community and, do different things like that.
Excellent. Yeah, I know. Again, we've been studying you, watching your film and different interviews, and watching your video. We just shared your video too as well. I also saw that you this is your first annual Spice It Up skills camp. Tell us about that and what that's about.
Yeah, man, it's basically giving back to the community, man, and basically, turning young men into, having to look at life a little bit different, and and kind of like getting them ready for college, and and getting them focused on that type of stuff like that. Getting their focus straight, and it's a leadership program with the oath speed and agility. They helped out. Trained the Rainy Valley Bears as the youth football team. They trained the Orange Vista High School team also. So it's I'm just in the community sharing my story and reaching out to guys and actually getting guys coming in. Some guys got similar stories. Growing up in single parent homes, or just with a father, or just with a mother. Just different stories. So it's working.
Yeah, no, I hear you. It's cool. It's good to go ahead. Yeah,
it was a 3-day camp. It was a 3-day camp, and it was an 8-hour camp.
So it's first annual. So you're going to keep trying to do this every year and get more people involved, and
excellent. Yeah, we're going to try to get bigger.
Excellent. That's awesome. And teach them the skills early too, so then maybe there'd be potentially more guys like children in your situation learning the skills they need now, and possibly have the similar type of story, being able to play in the XFL or NFL and make it on college teams too as well. That's awesome. All right.
Yeah, because I didn't.
Go ahead.
I didn't get that type of stuff growing up. That type of training. From guys that made it to the next level, or guys that even got potential to make it to the next level. So I had to learn on my own. So
yeah, definitely, absolutely.
They kind of got it made. They should take advantage of it.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely. Now, I said that I've read your interviews. Joe and I have looked at the different interviews you had. We have the XFL film out there that we shared as well. Some people don't always exactly check out videos here and there, or maybe they haven't heard of you yet now, and the obstacles you faced as a child in your childhood. Can you tell us just a little bit what it was like for you growing up here, so people can understand what we were working through?
Well, it was rough. I grew up in the system. I had social workers since I was 2 years old. I got took away from my mom because she was doing drugs. Had me downtown LA Road with her, and ended up going with my grandmother. Ended up getting took from my grandmother. Ended up going to foster home and group homes, and was homeless a lot of times, man. Sleeping in my car, sleeping in a lot of people's houses and stuff like that.
Yep.
Just real life situation.
Yeah, I hear you. And now, when times got tough, was there someone that you leaned on for guidance and help?
I always talk to my elders for knowledge, get knowledge from people, and I like to observe people. So, I try not to copy what they did. So I kind of learn off of people as I go.
Now football, has that always been a part of your life, like since you were a child, or did you just as you were growing up as a teenager, you found it as an escape, or just you started to get into it? You know, you were physically good at it, or?
Well, I found it as an escape, but I was good at it. I was good at it already. I already had potential to be great. I was already good at football in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
I already played all sports though. I used to swim.
Oh wow!
And so I swam before I played football.
Excellent.
I wrestled.
Oh wow!
Track.
Wow, man, you're a big guy to be wrestling. Oh, holy moly! Yeah, I wouldn't imagine doing that.
I don't want him taking me down.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we know you went to Riverside City College and played there, but you also played in the Arena League. And as a rookie, you played for the Cape for Fear, and you amassed 147 tackles as a rookie, which made you the All-Star team as a first-team All-League player. I mean, that was pretty amazing. And then you started to get noticed by some teams here, and so a few of them here were just the Los Angeles Rams, the Buccaneers, the Vikings, the Cleveland Browns, and now the Chargers. Now, so tell us about that.
Yeah, I had contact with other teams. I'm still talking to teams, and I'm still a free agent. I'm on a linebacker list for the Chargers right now. I'm waiting on the call from them, and I'm in the draft for the XFL. So, and I'm still talking to the Cleveland Browns right now. And I'm about to go. Supposed to be going back up here to this Rams training camp. I'm about to go talk to the coach. I'm still a free agent, so I'm still networking, moving around. I don't like to stay idle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get that. I'm trying to get a contract. Whoever signed me first, man, that's when I'm gonna be happy.
Absolutely,
definitely. And come on, running off of that same question, kind of. What was the very first NFL team to call you, and what was that phone call exactly like?
Well, the first NFL team, they didn't call me. I went to them.
Oh, wow.
Oh, really?
Excellent. Cool. So what was that experience like then?
I put my film on DVDs. And,
okay.
And I actually took them up there to the Rams facility. That's when the Rams first came, when they came back to from St. Louis to L.A. And, there was an Oxnard, didn't have no home. So that's like 2 hours from me where I'm at. And that's the point I was at University of Irvine. And I took my film up there, and passed my film out on DVDs, and met with Jeff Fisher. He told me he wasn't there, was having no open tryouts today.
Mm-hmm.
And I just continued to pass my film out even more. Talk to the news people that was there. Told them my story and everything, got their contact information, and and talked to Leroy Glover.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I gave him my film in the back at training camp. It wasn't open to the public, but I went to the back. The dude behind me, they kicked him off the premises. Mm-hmm. But so it was just I was just hungry.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a hungry moment.
Yeah, so that's it.
So that was my first time. And from there I just kept coming back. I went back like 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
And
wow.
I went back like 3 times, man, and so I'm about to go back again.
You talk about hard work, and that's something that we didn't know about you. Is that your first step was like you had to work hard just to get your name into the NFL's minds, all these NFL teams. Take me through, what was the process like for you? So, like, step by step, what did you have to go through from, like, you got a phone call from someone after you worked hard and tried to get your name out there? What happened after all that? Like, how did a certain member of the team call you to bring you in and set you up, something like that?
Well, the Cleveland Browns was the first NFL team that I actually tried out for.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it was. I just, it was. I don't know how to explain it.
Did you feel like
with the Cleveland Browns? It was through an agent. So the agent would let me know all the information. And where to go, and that's how I got there.
So when you were there, did you get this feeling that like maybe this is finally my dream is starting here? Like I can do this, and feels like comfortable to me. This feels like home.
It it was in Texas, workout with the Cleveland Browns.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
but when you started to get on the field there and play, and you thought that maybe all the hard work now, this is starting to pay off. Now maybe potentially the dream could potentially come true here.
It was. I was kind of nervous. I was a little bit nervous.
Mm-hmm.
I was more like, I could do this, and that was kind of like what I was feeling like. I was feeling like I could do this, and can't nothing stop me. That's how I was feeling. But I was fresh off. I was fresh off arena season, so
Well, definitely, it's playing hard. That's picking
my
up.
Workout was going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have an arena team in Albany here, the Albany Empire, and they're playing really well, and everybody's hyped about arena football right now. We're all glad it's coming back.
Finally got football in the area.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's all about what you make it, man. People always ask about my team, how is my team, and all this other stuff. It's all about what you do when you get there, and your plan when you get there. You gotta have a plan when you get there. You can't just be going there for no reason,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now we got a little bit a taste of what kind of steps you had to go through. You put your name out there. You sent out DVD and game film and all that kind of thing.
I emailed the gang people, man. I even went to the Arizona Stardust facility, passed out my film there. Went to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers facility all the way in Tampa Bay.
Excellent.
The head coach and the defensive line coach. It went good for an hour. They told me, it's 3,000 other great athletes just like you. They said, what makes you different? So that's when I kind of start like really going hard, like with my everything, like trying to separate myself and doing things as other people, didn't do. And when I got first team all league and I led the whole league in tackles, that's what really opened the door for me.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. Now, after working with NFL teams, is there something that you learned, maybe that they told you in training possibly, that helped improve your play?
You said repeat that one time?
Is there something that you learned, maybe like working out with the Browns or the Chargers, a different technique possibly, or something that helped your play, overall play, like something you put in your workouts now?
You always learn. Everything's always a learning experience, And I just say it was a hell of a learning experience, and I made the linebackers list, so I didn't do too bad, so. I didn't do too bad, if I did, so.
Yeah.
All right, Jeremiah, it's Joe again. I just wanted to say, it's truly inspiring, your story and everything that you've had to go through, and now you've battled your way to this point. But I want to know, if I'm an NFL or XFL team looking at you, and I decided that I want this kid on my roster, I want him bad, what kind of a player am I getting in Jerimiah Spicer?
Man, I'm a team player first. I'm a team player. I bring a lot of energy to the team. Energy that can help win games. In the locker room, my coach from there even said it too. He said my energy is pretty contagious. I'm not really a loud talker, but I make plays and I share my energy with my teammates.
Yeah. So you go by you show on the field as an example. So you're a leader in that aspect.
When I show it though. I show it like I'm like, man. I consider myself an old school football player. I like to play old school. I like to bring the hat.
Excellent.
I like to run to the ball every play.
Yeah, there's not enough of them. There's not enough of those guys in the NFL or XFL. So that'll be exciting to see. We've both watched some of your game film on you, and my opinion at least, I don't know, Jim might agree with me, but I really like to see you at defensive end. But do you prefer one over the other? Do you prefer linebacker or defensive end, in your opinion?
I prefer linebacker because, like, arena linebacker is a little bit different than outside linebacker.
Right.
Like, I can play both. I like to play both, really. I like to put my hand in the dirt, and I like to play linebacker. I like to catch interceptions. I like to, stop the run.
Yeah, so you like to be involved in, like, every play, so to speak.
Yeah.
All right, do you have, now that, we know that the XFL draft is coming up, and just curious, like, do you have any input or any inside track? Do you have any idea what team or teams are interested in obtaining your services?
Nah, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know anything right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you get?
I know people showing love.
Yeah. What XFL teams might I ask were that you got a sense that they were interested in maybe obtaining you?
Probably LA and St. Louis.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I heard something about Seattle. You know, but
All right. There you go. A few teams right there.
Sweet. Excellent. Now, we're just going to have a little fun here for the last couple of questions here, and then we'll let you go. The big talk with all the NFL players now, they're all upset about their Madden ratings and all this stuff here and all this things. Now, I'm going to ask you, just all for fun and games here, if you were in Madden now, what would your highest skill be, and what would it be rated?
Man, I got a lot of high skills, man.
Dude, hey, put them all
I
out
got a
there,
lot
man.
of high
Let's hear it.
skills. 'Cause, like, everything I do, I try to do it to the fullest. So,
Right.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I'm not like everybody else, man. I got a high motor, you know, and I always run to the ball. No matter if I'm tired, you know. So.
Absolutely.
But I like my awareness,
Yeah.
my instincts. I have very great instincts. And that my instincts and my aggressiveness kind of like helps me a lot, you know.
Yeah.
I kind of like know what things are before they are, you know. I can call a play out before the play's hype. I can, you know.
Yeah, play recognition. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
So what?
I got.
So what would that looking on the whole Madden then thing too? Now what's your lowest, do you think, possibly? And you know, like something part of your game that maybe you need to improve, that you see you need to improve, that you want to.
I don't know, man. I don't like to talk about myself like that, man.
I know you like to think positive, but I know you're saying
look,
you're always trying to work hard. So
I can't give people my weaknesses.
Yeah,
That's right.
know.
That's right.
Then I guess we'll just leave it. You always try and do your best. You're always working harder. I see
Definitely.
the hard work you're putting in through the videos, through the film. We're watching it all. The nation, I think, is watching you here, man. We're all rooting for you here.
Absolutely, 100%.
Football on the Know. Thank you very much for speaking with us and sharing your story. We wish you the best, and we're following your career closely. And we'll stay in touch. And maybe next time you'll be on an NFL roster and you'll be talking to us. How about that?
Yes, sir, man. You know.
Excellent. Jerimiah
Taking it one
Spicer.
step at a time.
Excellent. Thank you so much for joining us, and talk to you later.
Thank you, Jeremiah.
Join us next week from 8 till 10 Wednesday night for more Football on the Know with Jim and Joe.